When he had finished his lunch, he went across to the window where his aero car was waiting. Where are we going, sir? Asked the aero coachman. Let's see. I have got time. Francis Bennett replied. Take me to my accumulator works at Niagara. The aerocar shot across space at a speed of about 400 miles an hour. Below him were spread out the towns with their moving pavements which carry the wayfarers along the streets and the countryside, covered as though by an immense spider's web by the network of electric wires. Within half an hour, Francis Bennett had reached his works at Niagara, where, after using the force of the cataracts to produce energy, he sold or hired it out to the consumers. Then he returned by way of Philadelphia, Boston, and New York to Centropolis, where his aerocar put him down about 5 o'clock. The waiting room of the Earth Herald was crowded. A careful lookout was being kept for Francis Bennett to return for the daily audience he gave to his petitioners. Among their different proposals, he had to make a choice, reject the bad ones, look into the doubtful ones, and welcome the good ones. He soon got rid of those who had only useless or impracticable schemes. A few of the others received a better welcome, and foremost among them was a young man whose broad brow indicated a high degree of intelligence. Sir, he began, though the number of elements used to be estimated at 75, it has now been reduced to 3, as no doubt you are aware. Perfectly, Francis Bennett replied. Well, sir, I am on the point of reducing the 3 to 1. If I don't run out of money, I will have succeeded in 3 weeks. And then, sir, I shall really have discovered the absolute. And the results of the discovery, it will be to make the creation of all the forms of matter easy: stone, wood, metal, fibrin. Are you saying you are going to be able to construct a human being? Complete. The only thing missing will be the soul. Francis Bennett assigned the young fellow to the scientific editorial department of his journal. A second inventor, using as a basis some old experiments that dated from the 19th century, had the idea of moving a whole city in a single block. He suggested as a demonstration the town of Saf, situated 15 miles from the sea, after conveying it on rails down to the shore, he would transform it into a seaside resort. Francis Bennett, attracted by this project, agreed to take a half share in it. The proposals heard and dealt with. Francis Bennett went to stretch himself out in an easy chair in the auditorium room. Then, pressing a button, he was put into communication with the central concern. After so busy a day, what charm he found in the works of our greatest masters, based on a series of delicious harmonico algebraic 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 formulae. During his meal, phono telephotic communication had been set up with Paris. When do you expect to get back to Centropolis? Dear Edith, asked Francis Bennett. I am going to start this moment. By tube or aero car? By tube. Then you will be here at 11:59 this evening. Paris time? No, no, Centropolis time. Goodbye then. And above all, don't miss the tube. The submarine tubes by which one travels from Paris in 295 minutes are certainly much preferable to the aero trains which only managed 600 miles an hour. Francis Bennett, very tired after so very full a day, decided to take a bath before going to bed. There was always a bath already in the office. He touched the button. A rumbling sound began, got louder, increased. Then one of the doors opened. The bath appeared, gliding along on its rails. About the author, Julu or Jule. Don't say Jules. S is silent. Jules Verne, 1828 to 1905, was a French poet, playwright, and novelist, but he earns his place on this list of great writers because of his futuristic adventure novels. He has been called the father of science fiction and he has had an incalculable influence on the development of science fiction writing. More interesting, perhaps, is his place as a prophet of or predictor of technology, which wasn't to be invented until long after his death. He put a man on the moon, including its launch from a Florida launch pad to its splashdown in the Pacific. In 1863, he predicted the internet. Paris in the 20th century, 1863, depicts the details of modern life: skyscrapers, television, maglev trains, computers, and a culture preoccupied with the internet. Thank you.